welcome. Today guys, I'm gonna be making for you all a requested recipe, and today's recipe is gonna be for Jub Jub. And to make this, you'll need some white sugar, unflavored gelatin, water. So we have 2 sets of water. You'll need some food coloring of your choice, a few drops of lime juice, and you'll need some caster sugar. Now if you can't find caster sugar, you can use regular sugar. But I noticed when I make this and I use regular sugar and you roll the gelatin in that regular sugar, it tends to melt away really quickly. But with caster sugar, it actually stays and does not melt. So if you can't find the caster sugar, you can use the regular sugar or you can just leave it as is. So I'm going to start by putting in 1 cup of water into a big bowl. And make sure you're using room temperature water, not warm, not cold. You're going to sprinkle the gelatin over. And I prefer sprinkling it because I find like when you just dump all one spot, it gets hard and lumpy. Okay, now you just want to mix it in so that the water softens the gelatin. And make sure you have no lumps in there. And you're going to set this aside. In a saucepan, you're going to add your sugar. To the sugar, you're going to add the 1/2 cup of water. You just want to mix the sugar and the water. And you want to do this on low heat at first, because if you were to just let it boil rapidly at the beginning, the sugar crystals are not going to melt. And you want to make sure you have a nice smooth jub jub. So you see how the sugar syrup is like at a liquid state, but there are still a lot of sugar crystals in there. So you want to keep this on low still until all of those crystals dissolve. So guys, the sugar crystals in here, they've dissolved. And what I'm waiting for now is that when I pick this up, it must fall like a thread. So like a steady stream, that's what you want. So this still has a little way to go. Once it reaches that stage, I'll show you guys what to do next. So guys, take a metal spoon, put it in your sugar syrup, lift it up, let that sugar drop, and as it's dropping, I can see the thread already forming. So that's what you want to look for, that thread. Okay, once it reaches that consistency, take it off the stove. Now you're going to add the gelatin into this mixture. Mix to dissolve the gelatin. Be careful, remember you're dealing with hot sugar. So just take your time and mix it in. Okay, once the gelatin has been dissolved, you're going to squeeze in a few drops of lime. This is what's going to give it a tart taste. And if you didn't want to put the lime, you don't have to. Mix that in. And now you're going to put in food coloring of your choice. I'm going to start with 3 to 4 drops. And you make it the color that you would like. So if you like a dark red, you add more. If you like a lighter red, you add less. Okay, here I have my glass dish, and what you need to do is you go over to your tap and you just take some tap water and you put it in your glass dish, because you have to wet this, and it needs to be room temperature water, tap water, not cold and not hot. Once you have it in there, and I like to leave a little bit of water at the bottom, you're going to pour your mixture into your bowl. I just like to take a spoon and just skim that froth off of it, because I like to have a nice clean jub jub. Now, okay, once you've gotten most of the bubbles or froth off of the top, you're going to leave this to set at room temperature. It may take between 3 to 5 hours. So once it sets, then I'll come in and we'll cut it up and we'll finish making our Jub Jub. So guys, the Jub Jub has set. It has actually taken 4 hours. So it just depends on, you know, how cold or how hot your house is. Colder the better. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just pull it away from the sides. You will want to put a little sugar in your hand so that it doesn't stick. And then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to place it onto this cutting board. Now if you're having trouble taking it out, you can use a knife to help you cut down on the edges or on the sides. Okay, after you've taken it out and placed it onto your sugar board, you're going to put some sugar all over it. It's going to help prevent it from sticking to your hands when you have to cut it. Next, you're going to take a knife, or you can try using your pizza cutter, and you're going to cut these up into squares. So if you all want it, you can cut up all the squares, and once you're finished, then you dip it into a bowl with sugar to coat. And once you've done that, you set them aside, and then your Jub Jub will be ready. So I'm gonna finish cut up these and coat them in sugar, and I'll see you guys right back. So here you guys have it, Jub Jub, one of the mostly requested recipes on my channel. The next one I'll be doing for you is marshmallow, so just keep an eye out for that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Just look at the consistency of the Jub Jub. It's not too hard, and it's not too soft, and it's not too sticky. Now if you use caster sugar to coat these will stay nice and dry. You may find that if you use regular sugar, the sugar on the outside is going to start to melt. So if you have that problem, you know it's because the sugar. So I hope you guys try this recipe. If you make it, let me know down below if you like it. Thank you all for watching. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, I hope you subscribe. And I will see you all another day with another one of my recipes. Enjoy!